Boys and girls, I'm going to start another class on the basis of chapter number 5, physics second paper. You know that the name of the chapter is here electromagnetic induction and alternating current. You know, alternating current in short known as AC current. Today, I'm going to take lecture number 4 on the basis of this chapter. That's why my today's topic is here introduction of AC current or alternating current. Before starting my lecture, I'm going to discuss about something about AC current. Okay, so AC current or alternating current. AC or alternating current. Alternating current. Boys and girls, you know that electric current are two types. One is AC current and another is DC current. What is AC current? You know, the electrical current which one changes its direction with respect to time is known as AC current. And you know, the electrical current which does not change its direction with respect to time is known as DC current. So there are these two types of current. So in between these two types of current, and in today's lecture, I'm going to discuss about only AC current or alternating current. So I can say that. The electric current which changes its direction with respect to time is called AC current or alternating current. Alternating current. You know that, boys and girls, this alternating current always changes its direction with respect to time. Okay, that's why this current is known as alternating current or AC current. You see, the graphical presentation of AC current is here. Among this direction here, time takes place, change of time takes place, and along this direction here, electric voltage, AC electric voltage, electromotive force, or here AC current takes place. Then you see that the graphical presentation of this AC current is just like this. So this is the graphical presentation or movement of AC current. So this is the direction of nothing but AC current. Okay, so this is the movement of AC current. Now, boys and girls, in next segment, I'm going to know about the equation or presentation of AC current, and then I'm going to calculate some property of AC current. So in next step, I'm going to find out the equation of AC current. So the equation of AC current. The equation of AC current. Okay. Boys and girls, before finding out AC current, you need to remember my last lecture on the basis of Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction. You know that in the case of Faraday's first law, it is said that when change of magnetic flux takes place inside any closed coil, then into that closed coil an electromagnetic induction takes place, or into that coil an electromotive force introduced there. In the case of Faraday's second law, it said that the produced electromotive force is directly proportional to the negative sign of rate of change of magnetic flux. I repeat, the negative sign of the rate of change of magnetic flux. So by using Faraday's second law, we can calculate the amount of magnetic flux, magnetic electromotive force or voltage. So on the basis of this Faraday's second law, we can say that induced electromotive force E, induced what? Electromotive force E is directly proportional to negative sign of rate of change of magnetic flux d phi by dt. Rate of change of magnetic flux. So it is nothing but d phi by dt. Now, to balance this equation, I need to use a constant term here. So the constant term is nothing but E will equal to minus n then d phi divided by dt. Equation number 1. What is the component here? You see, here E equal to induced electromotive force motive force. Here N equal to number of coil or number of turns. Number of coil or what? Or here number of turns is nothing but N. So I can say that here N equal to number of coil or number of turns. Number of coil or number of turns. And then phi is nothing but change of phi is nothing but you see the boys and girls here, phi is nothing but here change of magnetic flux. Sorry, is nothing but magnetic flux. Phi is nothing but magnetic flux. So it is magnetic flux. D phi will equal to what? Change of magnetic flux, and d2 will equal to change of time. Change of time. d2 will equal to here change of time. So this is the component here, the equation that bears electromotive force or E, or in short it's the voltage. Now from this equation, my today's main target is I'm going to find out the equation of AC current. Boys and girls, the equation of what? The equation of AC current. Now boys and girls, here you know magnetic flux phi will equal to AB cos theta on the basis of my previous lecture. So I can write down here minus n then d dt of, in the place of phi I can say that it will equal to AB cos theta. AB cos theta. And you see that what is the value of theta, boys and girls? What is the value of theta? You know that very well. You know that theta is nothing but angular velocity is nothing but here angular displacement by time. So if you want to find out the value of angular displacement theta, it will equal to angular velocity and time. And this omega is known as angular velocity or angular frequency of AC current. You know that here this omega is known as angular velocity or angular frequency of AC current. Now here I can say that here minus n, a and b is the constant function. That's why d dt. In the place of theta, I can write down here omega t. If theta equals to omega t, then it will equal to cos nothing but omega into t. cos is nothing but what? It will equal to omega into t. It's a cos function. You also know that here d dt of cos omega t will equal to minus omega sine omega t. I repeat again, boys and girls. D dt of cos omega t will equal to what? It will equal to here minus omega sine omega t. So if I apply the formula of differentiation here, I repeat, boys and girls, if I apply the formula of differentiation here, it is minus n a b and then minus omega sine omega into t is the outcome of this differentiation format. Now you see, this negative and negative sign will cancel out. Boys and girls, this negative and negative sign will cancel out. Okay, it will give you positive sign. Then I can say here n a b omega sine omega t. N a b omega sine omega t. It will equal to what? N a b omega sine omega t. You know that, boys and girls, this n a b omega is a completely constant function. Is a completely constant function, and this constant function is known as E naught sine omega t. So this is the equation of, boys and girls, this is the equation of AC electromotive force. If this graph is represent the graph of AC electromotive force, then I can say that the maximum value of this AC electromotive force is known as the peak value or maximum value of this AC electromotive force, and it will be equal to E naught. And this E naught is nothing but NAB omega. I repeat, boys and girls, this E naught is nothing but NAB omega. So it is represented as a E naught. So E naught equal to what? E naught equal to the peak value, the maximum value of AC electromotive force. So I can say that the basic equation of AC electromotive force is just like this. It is equal to E naught sine omega t. Equation number 1. This is the equation of AC electromotive force. This is the equation of AC electromotive force. Now, the equation of AC current. You know that according to Ohm's law, I can say that I will equal to V divided by R. You see, V is the voltage. In the place of voltage here, electromotive force is replaced by voltage here. So E, and what is the value of R? R is the resistance. R is the resistance. Now, in the place of E, you can say E will equal to E naught sine omega t divided by R. So here, E naught divided by R multiplied by sine omega t. Multiplied by what? Multiplied by here sine omega t. Now, it will equal to I naught sine omega t. So finally, I get the equation of AC current. So the equation of AC current, that is I equal to I naught sine omega t. So it is I equal to what? I equal to I naught sine omega t. So this is the equation of AC current. Now you see, boys and girls, this equation, in the equation here I naught is known as the peak value or maximum value of AC current. Peak value or maximum value of AC current. So here the peak value or maximum value of AC current will equal to E naught divided by R, or it will equal to what? It will equal to called peak value or maximum value of AC current. Maximum value of AC current. Peak value or maximum value of what? Maximum value of your AC current. Now, in next step, what it does, in next step, I'm going to find out the average value of AC electromotive force or voltage. You see that, boys and girls, this AC voltage changes its direction with respect to time. You see that, boys and girls, this AC voltage changes its direction with respect to time. Since it is changes its direction with respect to time, that's why we can say that, boys and girls, that's why we can say that I'm going to find out the average value of AC current. The average value of AC current, okay, by its complete cycle. So I'm going to calculate mean value of AC current for complete cycle. For complete cycle. So for the case of complete cycle, I'm going to find out the peak value, the average value of AC current. You see, this AC current changes its direction continuously with respect to time. Since it can change its direction continuously with respect to time, that's why I'm going to find out, I'm going to know what is the value of average value of this AC electromotive force. Boys and girls, you see that AC EMF, electromotive force. You know that the equation of AC current or AC electromotive force E will equal to, it is nothing but E naught than sine omega t. Will equal to equation number 1. E equal to E naught sine omega t, and it will equal to equation number 1. And then you see here E naught equal to maximum value or peak value, and here this T moving function T indicate that this electromotive force changes its direction continuously. So I'm going to find out its average value. It will equal to 1 by capital T integration of 0 to T then E dt. So this is the formula. How can we find out the average value of AC current for the case of complete cycle? And here T is the time period. Here T is the time period or required time to execute a cycle, to execute a complete cycle. The required time equal to this time capital T. Now, by solving this equation, I'm going to find out, I can calculate the average value of this AC current. I repeat, I can calculate the average value of this AC current. Now, you see, boys and girls, 1 by T and then 0 to T. U will equal to what? U will equal to here, it's nothing but E naught sine omega t and then dt. E naught sine omega t and then what? Then dt. E naught is absolute constant function. It comes up from the limit of integration. So I can write down here E naught comes up from the function by t integration of 0 to t then sine omega t and dt. Omega t and dt. You know that, boys and girls, the integration of sine theta will equal to what? Will equal to minus cos theta. In this segment, I'm going to write down the formula. You know that integration of sine theta d theta will equal to minus cos theta plus c. You also know that integration of sine m theta d theta will equal to minus 1 divided by m cos m theta plus c. So these are the integration without limit. So if I solve this integration by using limit, I repeat, boys and girls, if I solve this integration by using limit, then I must say that here it will equal to E naught divided by capital T. For the case of sine omega t, it will equal to minus 1 by omega is the constant function, just like m. Minus omega is the constant function, just like m. Then cos omega t. We are solving an integration having limit. So lower limit and upper limit. So lower limit and upper limit. Okay? And this replaced by t, small t. So you can write down here minus E naught divided by omega t. In the place of small t, at first if replace upward limit, that is capital T. In the place of small t, then you can replace lower limit, that is 0. So you can say here cos omega into capital T minus cos 0, because 0 into omega t equal to 0. Now, to know about its average value, I repeat, boys and girls, to know about its average value, okay, you need to know what is the value of omega t. Do you know, boys and girls, what is the value of omega? I know that you know very well. The value of omega will equal to what? Will equal to twice pi divided by t. The value of omega will equal to what? Will equal to twice pi divided by t. So you see that it will equal to twice pi divided by t. Now, what is the value of omega t? So the value of omega t will equal to what? Will equal to 2 pi. The value of omega t will equal to what? It will equal to here 2 pi. So it is nothing but the value of omega t will equal to what? 2 pi. Okay. So in the place of omega t, I can replace here 2 pi. E naught divided by 2 pi. So here cos 2 pi minus cos 0 equal to 1. You know that, boys and girls, what is the value of cos 2 pi? Do you know this? What is the value of cos 2 pi? I know that. You can explain this very well. E naught divided by 2 pi and cos 2 pi will equal to 1 minus 1 will equal to 0. So if you consider complete cycle, the average or mean electromotive force of AC current will equal to 0. The average or mean of AC electromotive force will equal to 0. So in this segment, I can say that average value, mean value of this AC electromotive force, it will gives you 0 value. It gives you what? It gives you 0 value. So it has average AC electromotive force will equal to 0. Now, what is the value of then average AC current? I think it will also 0. Then let's calculate this. What is the value of average AC electromotive AC current? So in next segment, I'm going to calculate the average value of AC current. I'm going to calculate the average value of AC current. So mean value of AC current. Mean value of AC current. You see, boys and girls, the mean value of AC current. You know that AC current I will equal to, just like previous one, I naught sine omega t. Now, I'm going to find out the average value of AC current. So, the average value of AC current for the case of complete cycle will equal to 1 by capital T. Integration of 0 to t, then it is I dt. This function will give you the average value of AC current for the case of complete cycle, because here capital T is nothing but time period. So 1 by capital T 1 by capital T, 0 to T, 0 to T. Here I equal to I naught sine omega t and then dt. Omega t and then dt. You know that Weissenger's here I naught is a constant function. Since I naught is a constant function, so it comes out from the limit of integration. So I can say here I naught divided by t, 0 to t, then the value is sine omega t dt. Omega t dt. So Weissenger's, if you solve this integration just like the previous one math, then you can say that it will equal to by t minus 1 by omega cos omega t, just like previous math, has a limit 0 to t. Has a limit 0 to t. So minus omega comes out from the limit of integration I naught, so omega into capital T cos omega t having upper limit and lower limit. Now put down the limit into the equation. In the place of small t, at first you can replace capital T and then you can replace small t by 0. So it will equal to I naught divided by omega t, and then cos function will give you cos omega capital T minus cos 0. If you see here, boys and girls, here I naught, then omega into capital T. Cos omega t will equal to 2 pi, just by following my previous math. Okay, it will equal to what? 2 pi. Minus cos 0 will equal to 1, and you know that cos 2 pi will equal to also 1. So it will equal to I naught divided by omega t, then 1 minus 1 will equal to 0. So we also know that, also see that here the mean value or average value of AC current is also 0. Boys and girls, after completing this lecture, I think you know the following quantities. So I'm going to give you the summary of my previous lecture. So summary of my today's lecture. Number 1, this lecture gives you the idea about AC current. So idea of AC current. Number 2, you can explain the equation of AC current. Equation of AC current. Number 3, you can explain the equation of AC electromotive force. Motive force. Boys and girls, you can find out the mean value of AC current. Mean value of AC current. Number 5, mean value of AC voltage or electromotive force. That's the end of my today's lecture. Boys and girls, all of you stay at home and keep studying.